Welcome back to my channel. I'm truly delighted to have you here once again. Before we begin, a quick reminder. Please subscribe, like, and share this episode with friends who want to expand their English skills in practical and engaging ways. Your support helps build this wonderful community where learning becomes a shared journey. Now, let's dive deep into today's discussion about shopping, markets, and the colorful world of fruits and vegetables.
Ms. Alina, I've always found shopping at supermarkets and markets a bit overwhelming. There's so many products, brands, labels, and different kinds of vegetables and fruits. It's confusing. I sometimes don't know what to pick or how to choose the healthiest options.
I understand perfectly, James. Supermarkets especially can feel like labyrinths full of choices, flashy offers, and labels that often leave people scratching their heads. It's a challenge not just for your English, but for your decision-making skills too. But once you know what to look for, the market becomes less intimidating and more like a treasure trove.
That's exactly how I feel. For example, with vegetables, sometimes I see spinach, kale, or chard, and I wonder, which one should I get? What's best for me?
Great question. Let me break it down a bit. Spinach is a versatile leafy green, mild in flavor and rich in iron and vitamins. Kale, on the other hand, is tougher in texture, but packed with antioxidants and vitamins A, C, and K. Swiss chard is colorful and slightly bitter, but full of magnesium and potassium. If you're new to these, spinach is often the easiest to start with because it's milder and cooks quickly.
I've also heard people talk about superfoods. Are these just fancy marketing words, or do they really exist?
The term superfood is partly marketing, but it does highlight foods with exceptionally high nutrient density. Blueberries, for instance, are considered superfoods because they're loaded with antioxidants, which help protect your cells from damage. Chia seeds, quinoa, and avocados are other examples. They contain healthy fats, fiber, and essential minerals. But remember, no single superfood will make you healthy overnight. The key is variety and balance.
Interesting. And what about fruits? I love mangoes and strawberries. Are they good choices?
Absolutely. Mangoes are delicious and rich in vitamin C and fiber. They're sweet but have natural sugars, so enjoy them in moderation. Strawberries are also fantastic, full of vitamin C, antioxidants, and they're low in calories. Both fruits offer a good balance between taste and nutrition.
On the other hand, I'm not a fan of some fruits, like papaya or grapefruit. Their taste is a bit off for me.
That's totally normal. Everyone's palate is unique. Papaya is sweet, but has a musky flavor that some people love and others don't. Grapefruit is quite tart and bitter for many, but it's packed with vitamin C and can aid digestion. If you don't enjoy certain fruits, don't force yourself. Focus on what you like while keeping diversity in your diet.
I notice sometimes I pick vegetables that look fresh, but when I cook them, the taste is disappointing.
Appearance can be deceiving. For fresh produce, smell is a great indicator. Fresh herbs and greens often have a strong, pleasant aroma. Also, consider buying from local markets or farmers markets when possible. The produce there tends to be fresher and harvested closer to when you buy it. Organic options might also taste better because they're grown without synthetic chemicals.
Organic. That reminds me, there are so many labels. Organic, non-GMO, gluten-free, vegan. It's confusing. Could you explain them?
Of course, these labels help consumers make informed choices. Organic means the product was grown without synthetic pesticides or fertilizers, aiming for natural cultivation. Non-GMO means it's free from genetically modified organisms, which some people prefer to avoid for health or ethical reasons. Gluten-free is important for people with celiac disease or gluten sensitivity, meaning no gluten-containing grains like wheat or barley are present. Vegan indicates the product contains no animal-derived ingredients, suitable for those following a plant-based diet.
Thank you. That clears up a lot. I guess knowing these can help me shop smarter.
Exactly. Being a savvy shopper means understanding these terms, comparing prices, and knowing your nutritional goals. Also, watch out for marketing tactics like buy one, get one free or limited time offer. Sometimes they're good deals. Other times they just encourage unnecessary spending.
That makes me think, is buying in bulk a good idea? I see many people do that.
Bulk buying can save money, especially on non-perishable items like rice, beans, pasta, or canned goods. However, be cautious with perishable goods like fruits and vegetables. Buying too much can lead to waste if you don't consume them in time. Planning your meals and shopping lists helps avoid overbuying.
I feel like there's a whole language around shopping and food that I need to master, from reading labels to asking questions at the store.
Absolutely, James. Shopping is a fantastic way to practice English in a real world context. Try asking shopkeepers questions like, where's this produce from? Is this item on sale? Or, do you have any recommendations for fresh vegetables today? These small interactions build vocabulary and confidence.
I like that idea. It makes shopping less intimidating and more like a learning experience.
Exactly. Turning everyday activities into learning opportunities is one of the best ways to improve. And remember, it's okay to make mistakes while speaking. It's part of the process.
Thank you, Ms. Elena. This conversation really helps me see shopping in a new light.
I'm so glad to hear that, James. And to everyone listening, please share your favorite fruits, vegetables, or shopping tips in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this episode with friends who want to learn English naturally and enjoyably. See you next time for another insightful discussion. Stay curious and keep exploring.